Ho ho buddies, Monster Borderline Games, I'm Gareth and today we're playing Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony, episode 36. So last time, Angie was found murdered, around a bunch of familiar faces. All the previous cast that had been murdered, it seemed like there was some kind of ritual that Angie was trying to do to bring them back to life, using the Necronomicon. And either something went wrong or she was murdered in the middle of it. And now Kyo is going to host a seance to try and find out who murdered Angie. Got all that? So let's carry on. So Kyo, Kakichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Investigation start! Here we go. So let's have a look at the body for a kickoff. Angie's body, she's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She's the ultimate assassin. Alright. There's the Necronomicon. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait after a while. You should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Obtain Truth Bullet. Necronomicon has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Alright. Angie's body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
And what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her. Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
but
But her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these 2 wounds? Obtain Truth Bullet. Forehead injury has been added to the Truth Bullet section, Truth Bullet section of your monopad.
Huh?
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 What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
what is it?
Oh. This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. It simply has to be. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's right. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could it mean? Obtain truth bullet. Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopod.
But
I'm surprised you spotted this, Mackie. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. Interesting. Suspicious.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Mackie.
Do you want to die?
You want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking, I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologise, I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though. What else we got? Obviously the bodies. Hanging wax doll of Ryoma. The 4 effigies hung upside down make the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling. If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gotten these ropes. And maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. It certainly does. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Oh, what could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Obtain truth bullet. Effigies hung upside down has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopod. Do I need to look at each one? 4 effigies hung up. No. Why are they hung up? Take a lot of work to hang all these up. Implies there's a reason behind it, but what is the reason and who did it? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Right, we can have a look at this sword though, right? Katana. A katana, stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Ah, wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest, and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume that this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But
why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Huh. Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for my work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
by the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe the blood off. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Obtain Truth Bullet. Gold Leaf Katana has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. For the second time in this series of games. Back door. I guess we don't need to look at this, do we? Yeah, that's all the same. And is the one with Kaede the same? Yes. So did Angie hang them up, or... I can't actually talk to... No, he's not to be spoken to. Back door. This door is the lab's back door.
is this...
This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one else used this door, since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh, wait, what's this? Oh. Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny, could it be?
Is that all right?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Oh hey, thank you, Vizuzan. Hope I'm not butchering that name. Thanks for following, that's really nice of you. Softly slid the lock open. Click.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Obtain Truth Bullet. Our lab's back door has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad.
Well,
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. Alright. Let's have a little word with Gonta.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be longer outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could happen at nighttime.
ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But...
But it's Atua's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rule.
But...
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was?
But...
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
Right.
They should have been asleep in our own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she is asleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. Poor Gonta. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Samugi? I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko. Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, and she did allow members of the student council to enter the lab.
Oh.
Yeah, and she'd been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would have only unlocked the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Samugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Obtain Truth Bullet. Samugi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopod. What else we got here? Hello, Mew. This busty brain beauty is this all figured out. You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that! Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her? Hey, wait! Wait, goddammit! Are you just going to ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're going to twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you're all dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions.
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You've a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh? The hell's her problem? She's on the rag or something. Sanji made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They said the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey. Mia tried to look up the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that. What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited about your dead girlfriend as a doll now?
Fucking virgin.
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Mia was a waste of time. I didn't even get a clue for that. Let's have a look. Hello, Maki.
Hey.
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Click, 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 click. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kakichi picked the lock to open it. Kakichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There, open, says me. So he picked the cylinder lock open.
Hey.
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Okay, here it is. But there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Monodam swiped the key from Monofane and then lifted it to his mouth. Nom. He ate it.
Then.
So Kakichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kakichi could have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed the door as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily, I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Obtain Truth Bullet. Art Lab's front door has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear lock over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked. Huh.
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs. So both doors could only be locked from the inside. I feel like it can't be Tenko, right? Because if it was Tenko, Angie's already suspicious of her. So she wouldn't let her in again. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lock picking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time, when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Obtain Truth Bullet. Kokichi's lockpicking has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Are we good to go then? I've spoken to everybody, right? I guess I haven't clicked on this. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Oh, okay. Really? Up. Down. Looked at the back door. Look at Angie's body again. What is that keeps on flashing? Oh, I see. That's just the doll. Have another look at the body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration. The fatal wound is the one on the neck, but what about the one on the forehead? It also bothers me that the wound on her forehead is deep, but not bleeding much. There's one more thing. Duct tape that Maki found under the body. Why would that be here of all places? The tape that had Angie's hair on it. It must be related to the case. I feel like I did do everything here, right? Let's have a look at the Necronomicon again. This was the motive, the Necronomicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book. Yep. Did this, preparing effigy. Did that, did that, did that, did that, did that. What are we missing here, guys? Under normal circumstances, resurrection of the dead is impossible. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Okay. Back door. Door is the lab's back door. Still locked. No one's used this door since we got here. I suppose that means Angie locked this door and it's been locked the entire time. So if she locked it, that was also a sword that she had. There's also something gold and shiny on the knob of the sliding lock. That is interesting. In addition to that, opening and closing the locked door is exceptionally easy. The lock slides at the slightest touch. That may be an important clue as well. I'm missing something. Oh, hang on. What about pool of blood? Is that something I can click on? There we go, pool of blood. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 AM time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If you think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Mackie, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? Stupid. You're certainly more reliable than Kaito. At least, that guy is useless. Hey, don't be dissing on Kaito. Anyway, let's continue. I think we've finished investigating everything for now. Thank God.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
You're right. First we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Mackie?
By the way.
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Mackie is a tremendous help to me. Okay. Would you like to leave? I would. So, we need to go... Oops. No clues here, right? Weird statues. The Ultimate Anthropologist's lab. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from here. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath, and now it's not. Mackie, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab, after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Obtain Truth Bullet. Gold Leaf Katana has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Hello, Ludenberg. Having a good day. I'm glad Angie's dead. Her rules were BS. They were BS.
Oh?
Oh, hello, Kakichi. Talking about people that we wish were dead. Oh. What are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess this is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance?
Yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. Oh yeah? We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we needed the sheet as well.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study. So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the caged child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly...
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle. and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Oh, God. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create a complete darkness. The seance will begin with the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. Oops. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. Weird. That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo's been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I've already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate!
right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But
Well, is it even possible contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh?
well, you know.
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. Whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Ludenberg says, I'm glad Angie's dead. Oh, you said that before. Kokichi's skilled at pissing people off, considering he managed to make Kiyo mad at the beginning of the chapter. Yeah, he's got real talent for it. And also, I have a feeling the medium's going to be our other Chapter 3 victim. Maybe. Maybe, who knows. Seems like he's setting himself up for something spectacular to happen, and what more spectacular than his death. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. The caged child has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. We obtained a truth bullet. Anything else in here I need to look at? That's the book. And that's just a bookshelf. That doesn't say anything, does it? Okay, we go. We go to the weird room in the middle. Up here? Yes, this one.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
Oh man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. Why is it Shuichi's fault? What did I do? Lunenberg says the only other person besides Kyo who it was hard go anger. Oh, hard to anger, sorry. Hard to anger was Kirumi, that's true. Because the main character has to be part of everything, Kibo. Yeah, that's right. I have to be here. I've got to see it. What did I do?
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it's easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Why? Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I've copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else here has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now.
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the melody and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay! We finally get to see Angie!
So then...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It'd work best with a girl. Then, I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. No, I'll do it. Lunenburg says I'm calling it, if another cub dies, it's Monotaro. Yeah, maybe Monotaro would be the one to go. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah?
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. Oh, Tenko. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you've finished saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please. Tenko.
By the way...
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto someone can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. We think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them have made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please
Hope
be
Tenko
sure
doesn't
to
die.
walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this.
This is so weird.
Placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility.
Alright.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
How are you going to not disturb the soul, though? Like that, I guess.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
Oh, I'm totally...
Only 175.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Oh, good.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
It would suck if it just collapsed and that's how Tenko died.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Alright.
So then...
This is the point of no return. Tenko, after this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you. And I think that's as good point as any to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. And next time on Borderline Games, we'll be seeing Angie using Tenko as a vessel to communicate who her murderer was. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.